And here's Marner into the middle, down low, Tavares on the line, score! Nylander with the finish, and the Leafs have
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jab NHL Vlogs. And in today's video is the post-game reaction video from the Leafs game I went to back on January 27, 2023 against the Ottawa Senators. But before we get to this, I want to wish you guys to please like, subscribe, share for new, hit notifications, leave your comments down below if you guys had thoughts on this game I went to. If you guys are at this game, any other thoughts or feelings you guys have in general on this post-game reaction video, feel free to leave comment section below. I'd like to hear from you guys down there. Alright guys, let's just jump right to it. So first of all, I want to talk about my new intro that I actually made. Yeah, you guys saw it at the beginning of this video. If you guys are wondering, I did make a new intro. I just decided, I thought about it one day and I was like, you know what? I might as well make a new intro because, the other ones came a little bit old. I almost had it for a full year now, for both NHL and MLB. It's a pretty old intro, so I decided to make a change. And yeah, I decided to do the William Nylander goal from this game. And yeah, he's going to be the guy in my intro for now on. For probably the rest of the season, I'm probably going to make it new for next season, obviously. But I just wanted to mention that first, obviously. The reason why I did that, because, first of all, Nylander scored a nice goal versus Sens when I went. It was a game I went to, and also, in 308, the sounds are absolutely amazing with the goal song. I know a lot of people don't like it, but, for me personally, I really like it. And so I decided, you know what? Why not redo my intro and make it brand new? And, that's a great way to do it. The sounds sound really nice as well. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that intro. Let me know in the comments. Just wanted to get into that before I actually got into the real part of the reaction. But yeah, William Nylander, yeah, he's a great player for the Leafs this year. I'm surprised he didn't go to the All-Star game. By the way, I'm actually posting this after the All-Star game in the Atlantic Division 1 as well. And that's really good for the Leafs because Mitch Marner was in that game. Yeah, he won it with the Atlantic Division. Obviously, that's the Leafs division. Most of the teams in that division I'm not a huge fan of because obviously the divisional rivals of the Leafs, Boston, Montreal, the Habs, yeah, Montreal. Ottawa, all those teams, and yeah, the team we played, Ottawa. Also the Atlantic Division. Florida was the hometown team, obviously, and yeah, the hometown team won as well, Atlantic Division. Home Division 1, and yeah, the hometown team Division 1, so that's really special for Florida fans down there as well. It's Sunrise, and yeah, it's really good for them as well. And also, another thing, there's some great news in the hockey world right now about Toronto. Guess what's happening next year, guys? Next year in 2024, Toronto will be hosting the NHL All-Star Game at the Scotiabank Arena. The Leafs will be hosting it next year in 2024, and this is huge, guys. 2024 All-Star Game is coming to Toronto. It's coming back to Toronto. They said they haven't done it in like 20 years, so this is going to be huge. And if I can go to this game, or at least, I think, yeah, they have a skills competition and the actual All-Star Game. I'm hoping, I'd prefer to go to the All-Star Game. Skills competition, I think I would rather watch it on TV. But we'll see. If I can go to both, that would be amazing. And yeah, I don't know what seat I'm going to be able to get. If I end up going, probably not going to be great seats. But, I mean, I would do anything to go to the All-Star Game. I would do it. I don't care where it is, bro. Just for that, I'll make that an exception to that. I can sit wherever I want, I'll be okay with wherever I sit. If I can go, that would be huge. That would be a good Christmas gift next year, Hopefully I can go to that. If I do, I'll definitely get a vlog for you guys. But yeah, just wanted to start off with, the intro. And yeah, so William Nylander, that goal will be my new intro for now on. So even though I don't have his jersey. But, song sounded really nice. So I decided, you know what? Why not make it a new intro? And yeah, again, guys, let me know what you think about that. But anyways, guys, let's get into post-game recap now. So my overall thoughts and feelings on this game. So overall, pretty cool. Next gen Friday night, Battle of Ontario, Leafs versus the Senators, obviously, it was really fun to go to the game that night, yeah, it was pretty cool. Next gen game, flip side, kids are taking over, obviously, as they like to say. And also Justin Bieber black jerseys, always really cool to see. Justin Bieber did a really good job with those jerseys. Obviously, again, got the smiley face on the inside of the jersey as well. Always really special, always really nice to make it fun for the kids. Almost like a Lego vibe, Batman vibe. But yeah, it's really cool, like cartoons, what kids like, right? It was fun, it was great. And yeah, Always cool to see a black jersey. I like the intro. You know, it was great. Intro was amazing. But one thing I did notice when the Leafs were coming out on the ice, there was no kids this time. No kids were coming on the ice this time. Usually, you guys remember the last game I went to, it was the Flyers. The kids are on the ice, all that. The next generation of Leafs hockey, obviously. That's what they said. Yeah, the next generation of Maple Leafs hockey. But yeah, for some reason, this game, they did not have the kids on the ice. But, you know, it was kind of... I was surprised that they didn't actually do that. But, you know, it was pretty much almost the same as the afternoon game. The intro was pretty similar. I'm sorry about saying outro, by the way. I don't know what I was saying there. But yeah, the intro, it was pretty much the same as the afternoon game. Pretty much everything was the same. I like the countdown as well, you know. The 10-second countdown as well. That's really cool. They designed that as well. But yeah, you know, it was it was a great intro. Overall was really nice. It also, you know, changes things up, you know. From a regular Leafs game, you know, kind of, you know, gives the kids, you know, a night to have fun, right? You know, it's a fun night for the kids, and, you know, gives, like, a new look to Leafs games, and it's really cool. I like the yellow lights as well. I think they're, like, spotlights or whatever. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the circle lights, you know, they're always really cool. Yeah, they always have, like, in different colors. It's really cool. You got, like, white, you know, yellow for next gen, you know. I think they do green as well for probably St. Patrick's Day as well, yeah. I think I remember when I went last year for the St. Pat's game, they were the green. And that's always really cool when you get to see, you know, different color lights. You know, that's awesome. Other than the white ones that we always see. But, you know, I always like the lights on the ice, you know, after we score as well. That's always really fun as well. But, yeah, intro, really good. And, yeah, also, it was all Canadian matchup as well. You guys won't usually never see that in baseball anymore unless if the Expos come back. It's always really fun to watch Canadian matchup. It's pretty special. You know, one anthem. You know, everyone is basically from Canada there. And, you know, it's just, you know, not every single player. I think there might be some Americans on both sides. But, you know, it's still, you know, really cool to watch Canadian teams. Just, you know, two Canadian teams and, you know, Battle of Ontario as well. Big rivalry. And also, you know, Sounds in 308. Yeah, the seats. Going to talk about that next. Seats were absolutely amazing. 308, row 7. Pretty much in the center of the section. It was really cool. You know, really nice spot. Definitely one of my favorite spots to sit, especially after, you know, the sounds I heard. Yeah, definitely really good for a sound. Definitely recommend it. If you want to hear the Ghost song really well, I know a lot of people don't like it. You know, it's like 1980s, Hall & Oates, all that. But for me, I kind of like it. It would be kind of disappointed if they did get rid of it. But if they do get rid of it, I can't really blame them because it's been there for a long time. And I'm surprised they haven't got rid of it sooner, to be honest. I thought they were going to get rid of it like 2 years ago. Maybe even 3, but they haven't. They kept it for a long time, and that's actually pretty shocking, but pretty nice at the same time because I like it. But you know, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" But you know, especially live, it sounds really good. Like you want the crowd cheering. You know, it sounds really loud. It sounds really nice. You know, it actually does kind of hype me up a little bit. I know it doesn't really hype up too many people, but for me, it definitely gets me going. It's really nice to hear it after every goal, and especially in 308, row 7. Absolutely amazing. I recommend 308. Don't go too high in that section, though, because you guys remember my first vlog was the Canucks on March 5th. That was my first ever vlog on this channel, too. I was in really high seats. Yeah, I was like 308, but it was row 16, 17. I don't know. It was pretty close to the back. It's better than standing room only, though. I'll give it that. Because, yeah, in row 19 or whatever, it's standing room only. And, yeah, you don't even get to sit down, which is probably the worst place in the house. But, you know, yeah, it sounds not great. I think it's because there's no speakers really up there. Also, the broadcast booths are covering it. Yeah, you can't really see the whole scoreboard as well, which is kind of a bummer. And, yeah, they do have TV screens up there, though, so you can kind of see what's going on. But it's still kind of a bummer. I want to see the whole screen. I want to get good sound. And that's 308 is definitely the perfect section for that. If you don't go too high in that section, I say rows 1 through 10. You're definitely in the wheelhouse. You're definitely in a good spot. Greens are really good seats. The purple is pushing a little bit. I know there's some sections in Scotiabank Arena for the purples that are actually better for sound. I've seen some other videos on YouTube. It actually sounds pretty decent. Cause I think it's actually more exposed. Like at the like the speakers. Yeah, because I don't think it's because you don't have that the booth boxes on top of the section. You got 308's one of the sections where you gotta deal with that. But the other sections don't really have that problem, so I think that's probably why it sounds better in those sections. And yeah, there's not really any speakers up there. That's probably why it sounds a little bit more, quiet. But yeah, that kind of makes it unfortunate. But you know what? For a playoff ticket, I say that would be more than fair, honestly, just to go to a playoff game. Even if it was up there, I say that's more than fair. And yeah, my dad gets the tickets from his friend as well. I definitely like, that friend for sure. Because, he has probably the best Leafs tickets out of anybody that my dad knows for sure. And, a great friend of his. And I really like my dad's friend for that as well, Shout out to him as well, But, anyways, guys, I'm going to get into the actual post-game recap right now. But before I do, I'm going to talk about the final score. So, the final score in this game, the Leafs unfortunately lost. Pretty bad, too. Pretty embarrassing. Lost. The final score was the Ottawa Senators 6 and the Toronto Maple Leafs 2. So, we lost by 4 goals. Not great. A pretty bad game. And, it was just not good. The overall game was not great. And, pretty much everything went wrong in that game. And, first of all, I was not expecting Ilya Samsonov to start in this game. Matt Murray was supposed to get the start. I heard it on the way down to Toronto as well, that he was the expected starting goaltender for this game. But apparently during the warm-ups, I think William Nylander took a shot towards him, hurt him. And, unfortunately, he couldn't play in this one. So Ilya Samsonov had to come in, and, he did not do great. But it was probably one of his worst games probably one of his worst games as a Leaf so far. Probably one of his worst starts. But I can't blame him, though, because he wasn't ready to play. Obviously, it was meant to be Matt Murray's game because Samsonov has played so many games, too. He kind of needed a rest, and the team left him out to dry as well. Leafs definitely left him out to dry in this one. And he let in a lot of goals. He had a rough night, and, sometimes goaltenders are going to have their good days and they're going to have their bad days. And this was just a bad day for Samsonov. Wasn't expected to start. Wasn't expecting Matt Murray to get injured. He wasn't prepared. Just clearly he wasn't prepared. Can't blame Samsonov. But, the team needs to play better defense and they just let him out to dry, sadly. But it is what it is. Some nights are not going to go great. And, So, anyways, guys, I'm going to get into the post-game recap right now. And also, before I do, I just want to show you guys. For now on, I'm actually going to write all the stats on a piece of paper. I just think it's a little bit easier for me to remember, like we scored in the game and all that. So, you guys might see me looking over there sometimes. That's just a paper. So, if you guys are wondering about that, that's what I'm doing. Also, I know how many goals players have in the season because I wrote it, like what their goals on the season, if you guys are wondering about that as well, just in case. I did write the number of the goals that the players actually do have for both teams, and I got it from NHL.com as well, so shout out to them as well. But anyways, guys, let's get into the post-game recap right now. So, let's start with the first period of play. And first period, unfortunately, the Senators would start off the scoring in this game. Thomas Chabot would get the first goal of the game for Ottawa. Giving the Sens a 1-0 lead, that would be his 8th on the year. And that was really sad to see, because you know what that means? No pizza again. No pizza. Man, it seems like I'm never going to get pizza. It's just, I seem like I'm a bad luck charm. You guys even heard me in the video. Seems like I'm just a bad luck. Just seems like I'm bad luck. It just seems like every time I go, I just can't get it done. They always land the first goal, except for the San Jose game. That was the only one where they actually didn't land the first goal. But it was in the second period. You got to remember that. They got to do it in the first, not the second. So, 1-0 Ottawa. But Chabot is a pretty good player, though. So, I mean, most of their good players were scoring as well. So, at least it wasn't all their bad players. At least it was kind of like their decent players as well. So, Chabot, 1-0 Ottawa. But then the Leafs would respond with the goal of their own. Joey Anderson would get his second goal as a Leaf. And that would tie the game at 1. I was pretty surprised to see him score. I was like, wow, Joey Anderson. That was his second as a Leaf, second on the year. And also another fun fact about Joey Anderson. Well, first of all, his only other goal was against the Ducks in that 7-0 victory. That was a great game. Absolutely amazing. 7-0. That would have been one of the best games for me to go to all year. That was probably the best home game we played all season, without a doubt. Most goals we scored at home, and all season as well. 7 goals. And they got pizza in the first period. Man, that was a game that I would have wanted to attend. That would have been the perfect night to go. But you can't really predict the future. But whoever's at that game, good to you. Good job, guys. Good job picking tickets. Ducks are not a great team either, so it kind of made sense. But whoever went to that game, you guys did a good job picking tickets. That was one of the best games of the season. But I wish I was at that game. That's definitely a dream game for me. 7-0 victory, shutout. It was absolutely amazing. But Joey Anderson, it's really good for him. I also saw him score. The other fun fact is I saw him score at the Marlies too against the Abbotsford Canucks in November. So you get to see him score again with the Leafs. So I got to see him score at the Leafs and the Marlies. And that would tie things up at 1. And that would actually be the score after the first period of play. 1-1 game, not too bad. Not winning, not losing. And still in a decent position. So you still got a chance, still in the game. But anyways, let's move into the second period now. And this is where the most the scoring would take place in this game. So let's get into it. So let's start with the first goal of the second period. Unfortunately, the Sens would get the next goal in this game. Brady Tkachuk would score just 23 seconds in the second period, his 18th on the year, and that gave the Sens a 2-1 lead. But he's another really good player. He actually went to the All-Star game, played with his brother Matthew as well, with the Panthers. Yeah, he used to play with the Flames, Matthew Tkachuk, and then he got traded to the Panthers, obviously. Brady's been with the Sens his whole career. And yeah, he would give the Senators a 2-1 lead. Pretty unfortunate. Then after that, the Leafs would go on a power play, and then they would capitalize on it. William Nylander, obviously the guy in my intro, he scored, and that would tie the game at 2 apiece. So, you know, really good for Willie. He's a great player. That would be his 27th on the year. 2-2 game, and he's a really good player. He's playing better than Austin Matthews right now. He is. I'm going to admit it. I mean, I know after Matthews scored his 50th, I wanted his jersey so bad. I kind of wish I wanted Nylander now, you know, to be honest. I mean, that says a lot for me coming from me wanting a Matthews jersey. But, you know, Nylander, really underrated. I mean, he should have went to the All-Star game. I don't know if he's really underrated. I mean, for the All-Star anyway, he's pretty underrated for that category. But, honestly, he should have went. I honestly agree with everybody. He should have went before Matthews, and Matthews got injured too. And, you know, that's just unfortunate how that worked. But it is what it is. Hopefully Nylander can play next year. I think he might have a greater chance because obviously it's in Toronto, which is huge. So I think Nylander might play as long as he's playing the way he's playing right now. I think he should definitely get All-Star votes to get in next season. I think he deserves it. Nylander's a great player. Anyways, 2-2 game. And then not too long after that, or yeah, it was at least a few minutes after that, Derek Brassard would score for the Ottawa Senators, giving them a 3-2 lead, his 7th on the year. And yeah, I know he played for the Senators before in the past. Then he went to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think he went to the Oilers as well. And a couple other teams. I don't know how many teams he went to. Then he came back to Ottawa. And he scored to give the Sens basically a game-winning goal because we wouldn't do anything after that. And then we would have one more goal by the Senators before the end of the second period. Drake Batherson would score his 15th on the season, giving the Sens a 4-2 lead. And yeah, it's just starting to get sad. And that would be the score after the second period of play, 4-2 Ottawa. And, you know, just, you know, pretty unfortunate period. We did get a goal from Willie, but it just wasn't enough. And, you know, I was almost feeling like the Carolina game, right? Like maybe we could have done something crazy. I almost wanted to leave, but I was like, you know what? Don't leave. Because anything could happen. It's not over. It's only 4-2. And we could easily come back with just a couple goals of our own, but it just didn't happen. And, yeah. That's sad. And I almost felt I had a little bit of hope, but it just I think as soon as they scored that 5th one, the Sens, it was basically done. But anyways, yeah, let me flip over my paper and let's get into the third period of play. So, third period, the Sens would score again. Brady Tkachuk would get a 2nd of the game, 5-2 Senators, 19th on the year, 2nd of the game. He had a great game. Brady Tkachuk had a great game, so gotta give him some credit. And then the Senators would score one last goal to wrap this thing up. Claude Giroux would score his 17th on the year, giving the Sens a 6-2 lead, and that would be it. That would be all she wrote. Final score, 6-2 Ottawa. And yeah, pretty sad game to watch live. But, you know, overall, you know, other than that, it was pretty nice to go on a Friday night. You know, I like going on Friday. I actually prefer going on Friday nights over Saturday nights, actually. Because then, you know, you get to sleep in Saturday, then you still get Sunday as well, you know, to sleep in, obviously. But, you know, I really like Friday night. Definitely my favorite night to go to the game. But it just, unfortunately, just nothing went right. No pizza. Got destroyed. Only 2 goals. I was hoping that they could have came back in the third. But they kind of played sloppy. I'm going to admit, the Leafs kind of did play sloppy this game. And it was even more of a bummer that they won next game 5-1 against the Caps. They didn't get pizza. They did let in the first goal as well. But yeah, they won 5-1. But that's good. They needed a rebound game. And Samsonov played a lot better against his old team, the Capitals. So gotta give him some credit. But yeah, you know, it's just kind of a bummer that you get to go to a bad game like that, especially against a team we should have beaten. Leafs always do this against bad teams. They always pull this garbage against these bad teams. You know, Arizona losing 2 games, Montreal. Yeah, that was pretty sad to see that loss in Montreal as well. But it happens. You know, you're not going to win them all. The Leafs always always lose these bad teams that they really should be trying to beat. Or on paper, it's like they should be dominating. It's embarrassing, but, you know, I mean, it's always been like that. It's been like that last season, too. It's just, on paper, it's just, you know, forget about paper. It doesn't mean anything on paper. But, you know, honestly, I still had a great time. Like, to be honest, you know, it was still good to go to the game. Always thankful to go to the game. At least we scored 2, so it wasn't a shutout. Also, another thing, Anton Forsberg, the goalie for Ottawa that game, actually got a shutout the next day against the Habs 5-0. So at least we didn't get shut out. I'll at least take that as a W that we didn't get shut out. So at least we scored 2. Honestly, at least we tried to put up a fight. It just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough effort. We really should have scored maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. We should have played a little better. But, you know, I mean, every night's not supposed to go your way. You're going to have games that are going to be going really well. You're doing everything right. You're going to have some games where just everything goes wrong. But it happens. I understand. You know, hopefully next time I go, hoping for some redemption. Hoping the Leafs win and get some pizza finally. It would be great. And yeah, you know, hoping next time I go, just hoping for a redemption. And that's pretty much all I have to really say on that, you know. But, you know, still great next gen. You know, I still like the jerseys. And it was still a pretty good night overall. I still had a great time. And yeah. And, you know, I'm still really thankful for every game I go to. And, you know, definitely filming for you guys. Definitely appreciate it. You know, if you guys weren't supporting me, wouldn't be making these videos. So definitely, you know, thank you to everybody for all the support. And yeah, I wouldn't be here without you guys. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap things up. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did watch, guys, leave a like on this video. Scratch out for new. Hit notifications there. Comment down below if you guys had your thoughts on this game. What to if you guys were at this game. You know, if you guys were kind of disappointed like I am. Or I was anyways. And yeah, leave your comments down below. If you guys have any thoughts on this video, any other thoughts or feelings you guys have, feel free to leave comments below. Let's hear you guys on there. And that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. That's it'll probably be another announcement. I don't know if it's going to be a Leafs game, Steelheads, or Marlies game. Stay tuned for more announcements from me. I will let you guys know when I go to another game. And that's pretty much going to do it, guys. So, yeah, have a great day, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. So, goalies go! Hopefully next time I go to the Leafs game, they play a lot better. Hopefully we get pizza. Hopefully we play great defense, great offense. Hopefully we can score 10 goals. I mean, that would be nice if we could win like 10-0. Like, you know, in that Boston game I went to versus the Jays, that would be amazing if it could be like that again for the Leafs. If we can actually score 10, I tell you, I'm definitely the GOAT of going to games if that happens. I'll definitely be the biggest GOAT of going to Leaf games if that happened. You know, I've seen 8. Who says we can't score 2 more, am I right? But yeah, it would be great if that happened. Hoping we get pizza and just hoping, you know, I can go back to another game this season, especially with the goal song, obviously, you know, Hall of Notes, obviously. I mean, I get people don't really like it, but, you know, for me, it would be nice to at least go to another game with that song. I know St. Pat's, they don't do it, but I like, you know, what they do with the fiddle and all that. But, you know, as well, yeah, that's really good for St. Pat's. But it would be great if I can go back to another Leafs game this season, especially if they don't have that goal song next year. I'm hoping. In a way, it would be nice if they could change it as well. But for me, I kind of like it. You know, I still would want it to stay, especially with the new, like, beats as well, like when they started in December 2021. I remember the first game. It was against the Blue Jackets, and yeah, that was really good. Once they got those new graphics and those new drum beats, it made the song better. I'm telling you, it really did. But yeah. Anyways, guys, besides the point, yeah, so let you guys know about more games coming up in the future. Yeah, hoping the Leafs play a lot better next time I go to the game. Hoping we get pizza, hoping we get like 10 goals. That would be amazing, just hoping for some redemption. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. So, goalies go, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out!